100 people dead. Trump calls it perfectly executed. But here's what they're not telling you about Venezuela. On January 3rd, American forces launched the biggest military operation in our hemisphere in decades. 150 aircraft, Delta Force operators, precision bombs dropped on Caracas. The mission, capture President Maduro, and they did. He's sitting in a Brooklyn jail right now. Mission accomplished, right? Here's what the victory speeches left out. Venezuela's interior minister just released the official death toll. 23 Venezuelan soldiers killed, many executed at close range after surrendering. 32 Cuban military personnel dead, confirming foreign forces were embedded in Venezuela's security, which means any transition just got infinitely more complicated. And at least 45 civilians, women sleeping in their homes when American bombs hit telecommunications towers nearby. Elderly residents crushed when their bedroom walls collapsed from explosions. Families who died because overwhelming firepower prioritizes speed over precision. 100 dead, and the Interior Minister added two words that should terrify anyone paying attention so far, meaning the count is still rising. But that's not even the craziest part. Within hours of Maduro's capture, Venezuela's vice president was sworn in. He immediately declared no foreign agent is dictating Venezuelan decisions. Pro-government paramilitaries mobilized across Caracas, setting up roadblocks, detaining journalists. The operational plan assumed removing Maduro would collapse the regime. Instead, it activated the exact insurgency infrastructure that makes long-term American involvement operationally unsustainable. Trump said yesterday that American involvement in Venezuela could last years. Years. Let that sink in. Venezuela has 28 million people spread across territory the size of Texas and Oklahoma combined. Iraq had 25 million people, and we deployed 150,000 troops for nearly a decade trying to stabilize it after we captured Saddam Hussein in an operation that looked exactly like this one. Shock and awe, precision targeting, eliminate regime leadership, rapid tactical victory, then years of insurgency because nobody planned for what comes after. We learned this lesson in Iraq, we learned it again in Afghanistan, and now we're repeating it in Venezuela while calling it perfectly executed. Here's what nobody in Washington wants to admit. Those 100 dead aren't unfortunate collateral damage. They're evidence that we planned the raid meticulously, but gave almost no thought to what happens when the target is captured and the government doesn't collapse on schedule. Every civilian killed becomes a recruitment tool for resistance. Every family who lost someone becomes a narrative about why American occupation must be resisted by any means necessary. Trump can call this perfectly executed in press briefings. But in Caracas, those 100 dead are being transformed into martyrs. And we just spent billions of dollars and 150 aircraft to create the exact insurgency we'll be fighting for the next decade. That's not perfect execution. That's the beginning of another war we're not prepared to sustain, justified by tactical success that solved nothing strategic, measured in body counts that prove only one thing: we can destroy anything, anywhere. But destruction isn't strategy, and those 100 dead, they're just the beginning.